There we go.
Oh boy.
Now we've got mic audio. So, as I was saying, this is Pingsocks versus Harmony. My first time watching the Pingsocks, and Astralibium's first time casting a Community Cup game.
Should be fun. I've heard some good stuff about these teams.
Yeah. So, hopefully we can get some good matches out of these. Now, over here, in the game, on today's Icon meta, we've got the Florida Harmony all sporting the Florida Mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
On the Pyeongchang Pingsocks, we have a little interesting mix. So this is loosely their icon. Their icon is that bottle with a... I'm not quite sure what the Pingsock emote is or what it's from, but it's this little angry sock with like a notification from Discord.
Okay,
like you're angry that you're getting pinged. But then Caesar Salad over here, it looks like he's going to reap the benefits of all of this champagne.
Yeah, I like the coordination right there. You got clear team benefactor, and you got 5 other providers.
Absolutely. Now, it does look like we're going to jump into King's Row for the first game.
Should be fun. Looking forward to some Zarya Ryan play.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite maps because you can run pretty much any composition. You can run dive, death ball, triple tank, really kind of just anything that you want.
I was doing comp placements yesterday, and we had some pretty decent success with Slamulence on this map, too.
Yeah, especially this first point. Just don't worry about the choke point, just force your way through. It does get a little bit messier here as you go through the second phase, but due to the tight just route, triple tank, quad tank still works really well.
We are going to get Zarya Ryan from both the Pingsocks and the Harmony. Almost said Mayhem.
Yeah, over here, on defense, we're going to have just those 2 tanks, no triple tank. We do see Pyeongchang Piku in the Outlaw skin. There is no team based on Pyeongchang yet, so they have some leniency.
They should get a Chicago one going at some point.
Alternatively, we do have the Florida Mayhem Reinhardt to lead the charge.
Now these compositions are very similar, but one thing worth mentioning is the healer comp. On offense, we're seeing more Zen, on defense, we're seeing Ana Zen instead.
Yeah, Ana, there's a lot of high ground that she can grab, particularly here, that gets her some really good sight lines. Alternatively, Harmony's going to go with Moira just to get that healing in. And we're going to jump into this choke point. You can use the statue for cover.
Yeah, here we go, Zarya Ryan just trying to charge in.
They do have to worry about Atheist Jesus on the Junkrat on the high ground.
Yeah, Junkrat's going to stop a lot of charges.
Oh, Pyeongchang does get caught out.
And that's going to be a little bit painful. I wonder if they can solve this, but without your main DPS.
Yeah, that's... I mean, Junkrat does a lot of damage, but not as pinpointedly as Soldier does. Luckily, Soldier can run, but Mind Veils goes down, as well as Cosmo, so both of them are down healer.
Yet they're still going on to the point. I'm wondering if they're just going to build ult at this point.
It's possible that it does look like they're in a good position to take it if they can get more kills. Although EPL does go down, and that might be it.
Pyeongchang getting a good kill, but it's not really enough for the Harmony.
It does look like Junkrat was in an enemy trap. It is worth noting that the Zenyatta on the Harmony team is called Hunkrat.
Ultimately, looking pretty stable though. Red team is a little bit close to their ult. Riptides aren't going to be up for Atheist Jesus.
Yep.
And that's going to be something that's going to immediately stop the next push. However, Caesar Salad does have his
Nano Boost. Which will probably be used with Pyeongchang's Nano Visor. Although it is possible to use it with Piku, just because Nano Ryan, well, not as meta Season 2, is still very good.
I'm predicting a bit of a wait. Oh, we got the Earth Shatter up. That was a big fire strike.
Here comes a tire.
Going for the supports.
Oh, it gets Infection, and with no mercy, there's no way to res that. Although we are going to get a return tire.
Counter tire going through the window.
It does go right onto Hunkrat.
And you're down to support the team fight. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, it looks like Florida Harmony, just with that pick, is going to be able to just walk right on. The return tire didn't quite get enough value to stop that push.
Because you still have the Moira healing everyone up. Pretty solid first point take.
Yep. Now that we're going to see a hold around this bend, you can try and hold either at that gate or back here. I think back here is smarter just because of the Junkrat on the high ground.
Or a Mayhem. Alright, Flora Harmony has a ton of ults to work with. We've got 3 going up.
Ooh, and her turn gets blocked, but Nano is going to be enough to get that charge value.
Transcendence not really doing enough.
He is going to chase down Soldier.
Doesn't quite get the Zen, and gets picked out pretty far back.
And he was so far out, none of his team was behind him to like try and cover that Nano.
And the walk on King's Row at this point is so long, so you already have to give up that first Ben choke and go back to the final one.
Yeah, I think if they were going to commit to that Nano Ryan, they needed to push with him. The fact that they left him alone made it so he fed and got super staggered. We are going to see a Visor come out.
With the Visor, we don't get on the offensive right here. Good pick.
Oh, but they trade, both the DPS players down, but it does look like Harmony's getting more picks. And they're gonna slowly but surely push this through. Tire does come in.
Oh, Graviton, not even necessary at this point, but cleaning up the rest of the Pingsocks.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that Graviton. There are only 2 or 3, and the Tire got one of them. So that should have been an ult that they could save, but they do still have Earth Shatter.
Yeah, it leaves the Harmony with their Earth Shatter and close to both their support ults, but their offensive ults are pretty low. In the meantime, Pingsocks does have a grab up.
Yeah, they've got Grab, they've got Zen ult, they're closing a Tire. They can, if they play this well, finally put a stop to this push.
Going to the Pharah, which I'm not sure about. Look at the grab. Oh, that's a big Earth Shatter.
It is indeed, that's both supports. And can't really use Zen ult if you're on the ground. That's gonna put them at a big disadvantage for this defense. Zarya, Infection left alone, know that it was not a smart idea to use Grab before you die.
Riptide going around the back.
Oh, Will Caesar gets trapped. It does look like he's gonna get charged though, as that would have killed through the Transcendence.
I don't think anyone got taken out by that fire It's looking really rough for the Pingsocks.
Yeah, Grab does come out, but it's not enough. There's no damage into it, even though it got so many. And despite Pharah trying her best to get on the point, that is going to be a relatively quick capture.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's
not bad.
That's a lot of time on King's Row. Because if the Pyeongchang Pingsocks get enough time to like do their own push, like if say they get a minute, that's gonna be against basically like the full amount of time that you would have to attack this point. Like 3.5 minutes is basically what you start with.
Looks like we're gonna get a standard dive comp from the Pingsocks,
which I appreciate.
And modified Slambulance coming out from I don't even know about this because you don't have the Lucio for the speed boost, but you have the Discord orb.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I would agree with the Discord if you had someone like Soldier instead of Junkrat. Junkrat is kind of just spam damage. You're not aiming as much as you are on other characters, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays in.
Although if the Zen does coordinate it right, you do have a bunch of people who can just collapse on the targets.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes with that slow kind of dive. I don't know anything about Hearthstone.
I don't either. I like to act like I did, but I don't.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Florida Reinhardt. We've got a Florida Roadhog. Zarya's letting us down.
The only thing I know about Hearthstone is that Casper was playing it a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
On the in the BU Discord. Probably some sort of hidden warm-up technique there for Overwatch.
Yeah, and we've got the Mumo warm-up technique over here with Susa Salad. Gonna let us down a little bit, just like Muma. That there will be no Symmetra in the end.
Oh, we are going to get the Moira Lucio. Yeah, this is a very simple. Actually, I've not seen Moira on dive, but I feel like she works pretty well.
Yeah, I think she does very well if she can keep up with the tanks. They're going to speed boost onto the point.
Oh,
and they're already just flying.
Yeah, Harmony is nowhere near point right now.
Piku does go down though, but they're about to lose their first tick.
Getting on the point just to prevent that tick, and they are cleaning stuff up with the dive comp.
I mean, the dive...
Or no, sorry, not the dive.
Yeah, the triple tank is
the triple tank is working.
They're so beefy that who do we even dive? Like, you try to dive Hunkrat, but there's so many tanks around him that's going to be incredibly hard to get that.
Not to mention, Atheist Jesus makes any sort of diving really hard with the trap and just the aerial denial from the bombs.
Yeah, it's just a tough time.
And we're going to see Thobe of the Pingsocks switch over to Reaper to try and have his tank density on this team.
Yeah, we're gonna see Infection switch over to the Diva.
Yeah, we're going to a slower push style with the Reinhardt and Junkrat. Try and whittle down the barriers. And honestly, the Harmony don't have that many barriers.
Yeah.
It's really just the Reinhardt, because the Zarya barriers aren't as...
yeah, it's just the meat. Yeah. Now, the character to watch right now is definitely going to be...
so if he doesn't get hooked and killed...
he's gonna heal with his passive and his Moira.
Good recovery.
But he's gonna get his ult super quickly if he fights close up to the tanks. They're gonna have Coalesce come out though. All of these people on the high ground.
The other thing about the Reaper ult is that you don't have a Diva, so you're not gonna get defense matrix to stop that. You could get hooked out of it, but if you prioritize the Roadhog, you could be very valuable ult.
Alright, we've got a tire coming out.
Pingsocks is trying to build up some ults.
Goes past the Moira, doesn't know who
going
he's
straight
gonna get.
to the Reaper.
But Reaper has Wraith on cooldown. He's ready. Off cooldown, rather. They are up here. They haven't committed yet. Probably because their Junkrat keeps getting picked as he leaves spawn. I don't know if you've seen, but he's got hooked 2 or 3 times in a row, so they haven't had a full 6.
And that Ryan's gonna go down. Transcendent's not in time. They're trying to save the point here.
Yeah, still no mercy. Oh, but it's burst damage is gonna break through that passive healing.
Actually huge, because Rico was very close to ult. A couple more hits on a Roadhog and he would have had it.
He feels gonna return to the point, but yeah, Harmony's gonna hold this even longer. We do have some ults coming in through on the Pingsocks, particularly Riptire. And it does look like he's in a good position to use it.
You get one pick with that, you let Reaper get on the point, you also have Sound Barrier, you have Earth Shatter, you can have Self-Destruct up soon too.
Alright, here comes the tire. And the return tire. Oh, looks like there's more value from one of them than the other.
Okay, we were watching the wrong tire there.
Atheist Jesus, during the first tire, gets a triple kill. 2 tanks and a support. That is going to reset basically all of Pingsocks. Suchain's going to switch off to Pharah, realizing that he just hasn't gotten the value out of his Junkrat, even though he's playing against 3 tanks.
So finally has a Death Blossom up, but you have to realize that you've got Coalesce, Earth Shatter, Grab, almost Whole Hog. It's really hard to use that.
Yeah, this is going to be...
Oh, that's a big self-destruct.
It's going to be a big fight, and that actually took Earth Shatter away. He started to use it.
Whole Hog not going to kill this Reinhardt.
Nope. And Coalesce does not heal Roadhog.
And a last-second take, the Pingsocks are probably going to have this.
And they do.
They got a lot of ground to make up, though.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest reasons that they were able to take that point is look at Zarya. Look what ult she didn't use.
True. Yeah, I was wondering when that Graviton was going to come out, because it would have had so much stopping power.
The ult economy was even, but Graviton is one of the, far and away, the best ults in the game. And the fact that that wasn't used makes me worry about how that fight was communicated.
I do want to shout out to Mindbales, too, for saving his Reinhardt and allowing that Earthshatter to come off with that Sound Barrier.
Yeah, that Sound Barrier is exactly what they needed.
Yeah, just some very good coordination from the Pingsocks. Alright, looks like the Harmony are going to give up the first choke point because they want to hold it.
Yeah, I think they still have people respawning. Yeah. Because that is a brutal spawn.
Oh, last second charge is going to get Cosmo.
That's a lot of healing down. Coalesce does come out from the Pingsocks.
Now, how the Pingsocks don't have nearly as many tanks, so you can't just throw out a Reinhardt like that. Even if it does take the support.
Yeah, Diva can dive with Reinhardt, and I guess Reaper, but you have to commit. There wasn't
act, and now you got a big
Ooh, Reinhardt's gonna go
down. That hook might do it. Ends the kill streak, and that might end the push right there too.
And with Hunkrat getting Cove, that is going to be this push.
Yeah, we were seeing a little bit of a trickle there. People almost going in, but looks like they're going to gather up and try and get something else going.
But it looks like they're going to keep continuing. They're not going to back out at all. They do have the tanks on the point. They don't have Moira though.
Yeah,
she's on the way.
Xiuchen did switch to the Roadhog, so you do have a triple tank going on. That could be a big self-destruct based on that positioning, but it's not
nothing. I think what Piku tried to do was charge the Reinhardt to take the barrier down, but it didn't work out. I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh, that Urch. Actually, I thought the Deathlock was going to be one, but I think the tank
we got Piku in the air. Does get the Earth Shatter.
Come on.
Gets
the
visor.
mid-visor.
So there's no value out of that visor. All this fight's been happening, right? This whole entire phase. And Jeff Watkins still has yet to use Graviton.
Yeah, he's holding on to that way too long. I mean, I kind of get it if you're worried about the D.Va eating it, but you can build up grab fast, especially if you're high charge.
Yeah, you need to do something with it, because that's, again, one of the most powerful ults in the game, and with the charge that he's getting from, or, like, whatever spam damage Pingsocks is doing, like, I know he has high charge.
And not to mention, you don't need to worry about comboing ults either. You have just a Junkrat, you have a Reinhardt.
Hopefully Jeff uses that ultimate at some point. It's been so long. Now, the only ultimate on the side of Pingsocks is Coalesce, and it does look like they're going to have to back up.
Yeah, Earthshatter is going to be up soon.
Yeah, but look at the ult economy on Florida.
You're right, yeah.
They have 6 ults.
Okay.
They have far and away.
Maybe this is what Jeff was waiting for.
Now, I don't agree with Coalesce.
Earthshatter can get rid of that Coalesce. That was huge.
4 ults go out. I'm not even sure why grab was used. I don't know where that was used.
Did the D.Va eat it?
I don't know. That would be very unfortunate if that happened. But as I was saying, I don't agree with Coalesce being used from the Pingsocks. Because when the other team has 6 ultimates, and, well, they don't know for sure, they must have assumed that they had a bunch of ultimates up, it's way better to do a dry run. Don't use any ults. Try and get as many ults out of the enemy team as you can.
Oh, there he goes.
He does get hooked by a cheeky Roadhog. Big Bomb does come in.
That's
actually
a big
gets 2.
bomb.
Gets a tank and Hunkrat. Hades Jesus doesn't quite get taken out, it does get chased down.
That is going to give the Pingsocks a lot of traction, but they only have 10 seconds left. They cannot leave this payload.
Tyre got E-Peel on the way. Another Tyre coming out, though. This could be the game, since we're in overtime. Only D-Max D.Va, which is still value. D.Va's looking for a Prime World Shatter.
There it is! That's really good.
He gets buffed up, though, and Transcendence is going to heal everything. Even if he gets a charge on Reinhardt, he's going to get healed right back up.
Man, who bumped him up?
That must have been Junkrat.
That was huge. That almost saved that, because that charge could have knocked him over the foot over there.
Coalescents are going to come out from both sides.
Oh, and the Earthshatter.
But yeah, Earthshatter deletes Caesar Salads. And fighting off the point, both tanks are there.
Yeah.
But they're too far away. Doesn't matter though, as even if they were fighting on the point, I don't think they would have survived any longer than normal.
Was a good push from the Pingsocks, not gonna lie. They had some big momentum there.
Yeah, but unfortunately they were not able to close it out. This is going to go to the Florida Harmony.
One of the biggest comments I can give to the Harmony is the Zarya at the point. Because, like you said, we didn't see it much. Now, thankfully we had the rest of the tank ults and they were building up very fast.
Here we got the stats cards.
A lot of damage block from Piku.
Yeah, but Piku the only one with a card from the Pingsocks. We noticed that there was more healing and damage on the side of Harmony. Interesting to note that their Zenyatta Hunkrat was only 2,000 away from their primary healer, which is really impressive. That was a lot of value from Transcendence. But yeah, so you were saying on the side of Harmony, that Graviton needed to be used way more often.
Yes, it did. Because with all the damage that you were putting out and all the barriers that you could put out, because they were trying, because there was a lot of spam damage on the side of the Harmony.
Yeah, and they're triple tanks. Like, you're going to get hit by a Reinhardt no matter what.
Of course.
Fire Strike's going to come out as soon as possible.
I mean, like I said, there's the worry about maybe, the D.Va could eat it. But you need to use that grab more often, because I believe there was only one used the whole game, and I didn't even see
And I think it got eaten.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're worried about it getting eaten, at least make sure it doesn't get eaten when you do use it.
Yeah.
But in any case, that's definitely an ultimate you want to use more often, especially if, like you said, you have a Junkrat and a Reinhardt that don't even need ults. They can just spam into it. Florida Harmony did win, though.
They did, and that's because even if the ults weren't used in the right way, their holds were really good.
Yeah, their holds are good, and their overall ult economy was better than the Pingsocks.
That, too.
We saw
them getting ults more often. They were getting faster. You had that one point in the end of round 2 where all 6 of the Harmony had their ults.
And when they should have done a dry run, the Pingsocks actually started with Coalesce, which you should know at that point that the other team has ults, and you want to get rid of them instead of using your own, because you want your economy to be stronger.
The only thing I can say about Coalesce is that I think a lot of players will end up using it, especially because with all that damage coming out from the enemy team, Moira can build up coalescence really
Yeah.
quickly. So
That's when you
that's
can
the thought.
use a
Maybe,
little
like,
more liberally, but still, I think it would have been better to hold on to that.
I do agree because
And just do a dry run.
The concept of the dry run is big.
We're going to get a substitute out, it seems. Pyeongchang is going to go out. Obvitsme is going to go in.
And we're going to go to my favorite map.
Oh, boy.
My favorite map on the moon, Horizon Lunar Colony. I hate this map, but it's the only one on the moon, so it's got to be my favorite, right?
Yeah, Horizon Lunar Colony is one of the worst defenders of 2CP. That spawns right next to the point.
Yeah, it's Sniper's Paradise over there.
Yeah, first point, good for snipers, both on attack and defense. Second point is also really good. You've got the high ground, and then you've got the sniper perch, like, specifically for Widowmaker on defense.
Yeah,
on the right side of spawn.
A lot of Overwatch League comps and a lot of like standard comps have on this map involve Orisa, Roadhog with the pulled port combo.
There's also something you can run, and probably should be run, triple or quad tank on attack to begin with, or just a standard dive. This is another one where you can start with pretty much anything, although at this point you want to use triple tank. It's so wide that you want to be able to have the verticality to move up and down from the high ground and dive high value targets.
Now, first point. We've seen a lot of slam villains, which is set up right now. You've got the 4 tanks, Moira, Lucio. It just works so well because you can rush into this point, and it's actually quite hard to defend against that, depending on where you hold.
We've got Hunkrat as a primary healer this time.
Interesting.
Because I believe Cosmo was the Moira last time, so we'll see how Hunkrat's Moira performs differently. But yeah, here with tanks, you're going to want to typically speed boost left or right. I believe left is the favorite strategy. Just move in through here and then take the point, forcing the enemy team to hunker down here. They can't use the high ground. There is no high ground to defend from here. So it just puts them in a very bad position. Although we do have an anti-dive coming out from the Pingsocks.
Yeah, the Ana's big, Junkrat's big.
And then the pull pork. Now, this could be huge against full tank if they can get a Lucio or Moira with a hook.
Exactly, because the second you take out one of the two, you either get rid of their mobility or you get rid of their healing, which is huge.
Yeah, and without mobility, there's going to be sitting targets for Obvitsme's Junkrat.
And I don't need to go into why not having your main healer is a bad thing.
Yeah, especially Moira in that composition. You do have Thobe on the high ground.
Nice gold gun there, Thobe.
Yep. We're going to jump here. It does look like they are going to opt for the left side.
Yep, like you said.
Oh, but a trap! Someone got trapped.
They go
live,
back,
though
so
it was
it-
Roadhog.
Okay.
So it was not something to worry about too much.
And here we come in with the speed boost. Going
around.
around the back. Oh, they're going directly back.
Oh, Junkrat's in the sky. Oh, he's got Tire
Fire
already.
already. We were watching that. Holy shit.
He spammed incredibly well. Surprised he's not using it at the moment to stop this push, but he does
I
get
don't know if
Zarya
he
without
needs
it.
to at this point. Tactical spray. Like, the thing is, if you can save the tire,
Ooh, how did that shot not land? That wasn't his defense matrix. He should not have lived through that, and I think he realizes how lucky he is. Interesting that he's still holding onto his tire.
yeah, I mean, if you can stop it without using it, why not save it?
Yeah. Because they're gonna save it for the next push.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's a difference between saving ults if you don't need to use them and saving ults for too long. Like, I do want to clarify that.
Yeah, he did get the kill, no matter what.
Not to mention Junkrat charges ult absurdly fast. He's going around. Oh, this is gonna be
There
a
it
spot to
is.
use it. This is gonna end this push right
Thobe
here.
does go down though, and this tire, if it gets destroyed, is not gonna stop anything. But it actually
There
gets.
goes the Roadhog and D-Max the Diva. That's
Yeah.
2 tanks down.
I'm surprised it actually killed Hog at all.
Yeah, it was in the air, wasn't it?
I mean, I don't think. His healing must have been able down because he can survive the tire even normally if he's at full health.
Diva going in hard with the enemy team. Please kill me, strat.
Please reset. Give me a mech. I would love a mech. Now this is an interesting push because half of the Harmony team's down. But they're still fighting in this small corridor.
That's survivability from Reinhardt, though. Moira,
Yeah.
please heal me. Moira.
It's sometimes you're just out of healing. Ult economy is very strong on both teams.
Yeah.
They've got about 4. It does look like Pingsocks is gonna have the lead in this one though.
As unsuccessful as these pushes have been, they have done. There haven't been that many ults
Yeah.
used. So the Harmony are going to have a ton of ults to work with.
And like you said, look at how fast Obvitsme has his tire back
Oh
already.
yeah, it's already 82.
When there's 4 tanks, then you can just spam all day. Although they're only 3 tanks now. So
Oh, they're going through the top. They're taking the high ground. That's an interesting path.
Oh,
that's
just
a
get
big,
blocked.
big fortify there from PQ.
Yeah. Zarya gets trapped. Not punished though, as Coalesce is able to heal her up.
My bad, that's P1CU. I did not see that.
Tire comes out, over the top. Does get
Oh,
PQ.
that's...
And then Infection's gonna use his whole hog, and this actually might go in their favor.
Well, no, Moira's down to the Junkrat trap of all things. And it's just the hog and the Zarya on point.
Yeah, that's gonna put a stop to Florida Harmony. Although Reinhardt's
coming
here.
in. Where'd he come from? Oh, no.
What happened? The fight was looking so heavily favored.
I guess the Harmony got it.
Alright.
Tank meta, let's go.
Without any healers, Reinhardt showed up 20 minutes late with coffee and was able to save that point.
More orb coming in a little bit late, topping off the Lucio.
On defense, we're going to start on the high ground. Piku has yet to use his Orisa ult, which might have come this year.
Supercharge is pretty difficult to use at one time. It's a positioning thing, I feel like.
Yeah, it's like half zoning, half everyone does 50% more damage.
And they're Slamdons is not stopping. I think it's rare to see the Slamdons continue on.
Yeah, but if you've got ults like this Graviton,
oh, that's
you can
big.
just keep pushing. Whole hog into Graviton is so strong.
It's so much damage.
Obviously does get the Zarya and Infection does get EPL, but this is still, this might at the very least be a tick.
Coalescence coming out.
A new tire from Atheist Jesus.
Ah, hooks the Ana. That's another
And that's a
healer
down.
Can't poop a fortify.
No, but
does it matter though?
Pyeongchang is just kind of trickling out, and that's when the drum is used. Gets destroyed immediately. Now, it depends on how fast they can get these kills, because if they kill too slowly, the stagger's going to happen forever, and they're not going to get the second tick.
You gotta know when to back out, because if you're just very slowly making some progress, better to save the time. Oh, is that a beat box on that? No. Okay.
Oh, obviously does go down, and an Earthshard does come out, doesn't get anything. Visor does come out, but he goes down as well, and now the kills are coming in at the same time.
Just the Diva on point, and that is gonna be everyone's second tick, probably gonna get to the third.
Yep.
Genji jumping on the point. He needs a lot of healing though.
I need so much healing.
And the Harmony gonna run away with that after a surprising tank on point 1.
Yeah. They were able to steamroll it, although it was a little bit of a clunky steamroll.
Yeah, I'm
in
kind
the
of
last
confused
fight.
where that Ryan even came from.
Yeah, that first point. Second point, though, they were able to just sustain themselves long enough to be able to take that point.
Part of me is wondering, maybe the Harmony were able to get away with that because the Rhine survived? Because I felt like the Rhine almost went down in that first push.
Yeah, it's interesting how they were able to take that first point.
Yeah. I'm thinking the Rhine went back and got the health pack room to the right. And then came back on the point.
And it does look like we're going to have anti-dive if EPL's Orisa is anything to go off of.
Or the Bastion.
That would be...
That's,
I mean, that's one of the strongest options that you have against
that's
triple
the
tank.
most anti-dive I've ever seen.
We're gonna see if he's actually gonna go with this Bastion.
He is.
He
Like,
is.
you leave those spawn doors.
Well, Bastion I don't think is anti-dive because he gets pretty countered by Genji and Tracer.
anti-player.
Yeah. He's certainly anti-tank. And it does look like Portal Harmony knows that triple tank is gonna come out from the Pingsocks just like their own attack. They know exactly what they're gonna do about it, and that's a big turret. It is interesting to see Jeff on Diva. I'm not entirely sure how much synergy Orisa and Bastion have, unless it's just a defense matrix to Bastion.
Nah, Orisa Bastion is a fairly good defense. I mean, look at the pirate ship on Pyeongchang. This is just a stationary version of it. The big thing, though, is that you have to have major coordination between your two tanks and your Bastion, or the Bastion's going to get picked off, and then there goes your entire defense.
Yeah, the peel needs to be incredibly fast.
It's risky, but it could work.
Yeah, and we're gonna have same strategy. Looks like we're gonna boost up and probably to the left.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, a little bit of fire coming in.
Yep, with the Junkrat and a Bastion, that shield's not going to last forever.
And
it's
there
already
it goes.
down.
That is terrifying. Just trying to speed boost through.
Yep. Oh, but Mind Veils goes down. That's the Lucio. Thobe goes down as well. They're going to try and push this point, but without a Roadhog, without a Lucio. Yeah,
you have your Mora, you have your Ron, you have your Zarya. Oh, that was a dangerous charge.
Yeah, this strategy is working out exactly as they wanted. Zarya is gonna make it out alive, though.
Some really solid Bastion bait from Pac-Man God. Getting the reset, too.
Oh, Infection is actually showing himself. That is not a smart idea.
That was a big pick. Big stagger.
That was a big late pick, but he could have stayed up on that high ground. He didn't have to peek. He could have waited for his team. That's gonna be another, what, 10 seconds?
Oh, and look at this synergy. Every time your reset barrier goes down, defense matrix is up, and this Bastion is untouched.
Yeah, and specifically for the Fire Strike. Reinhardt's coming up alone, it seems. Not sure where his team is.
Oh, that might have been nowhere.
And he's gonna just get shut down and kicked off. Where's the communication as Piku just dies alone?
Oh, and I didn't even see Bastion not coming through. Next, the D.Va gets the Junkrat.
And then, despite his positioning, Bastion's gonna be unpunished as he returns to the high ground.
At that point, maybe the D.Va just let him get the kill so that they could reset, because they are losing time here.
Only 2 minutes left.
And we're gonna get Thobe switching the Trace to try and deal with the Bastion.
They are, but they still have a Reinhardt, and I don't understand why. Against a Bastion, Reinhardt's shield is as good as gone.
I actually want to see a bit of a reset. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, look at that. Piku also alone again. There seems to be no communication between Reinhardt and the rest of his team. Because he's consistently going in different directions at different times. But in any case, he probably needs to switch to Winston. The only way to try and take this Bastion down is going to be either a really good hog hook, which isn't going to happen past this Arisa barrier, or a dive. But we still have Obviously on the Junkrat and Piku on the Reinhardt, so that dive isn't really going to be possible unless Theo does some really good work.
I gotta say, the only reason I think we... Oh wait, we do have Trace on the point. 1v1 against the Junkrat though. Very dangerous.
Yeah, it does look like Thobe was trying to bully the Bastion.
Oh, the fake out, that was very smart from Thobe.
Oh.
Zen's gonna go down.
Yeah, Junkrat does go down, and this actually finally is going to go in the favor.
Pulse bomb is up.
He's going to try and pulse bomb that Bastion. That's all he wants. Oh, it does get D.Va as she teammates. Tyra comes out though, immediately onto Thobe. But is it too late?
That's the question you gotta ask. The Junkrat's strong, you got the Moira Orb up.
But the Moira's down.
Bastion is back on point, and that's gonna spell disaster for the Pingsocks.
Yeah, that tire from Atheist Jesus just shut down Thobe's momentum, and by extension, the rest of the teams.
Thobe with the really good switch, but we saw it.
What is Piku doing out here?
Dying.
His team's still respawning.
He's dying.
He's a one-man army. We watched a Reinhardt short about why that's a bad idea.
You're right.
Where is Reinhardt?
Damn it, Reinhardt.
Oof, and Obviously just gets deleted on the way. I mean, I appreciate Thobe switching because of the character.
Yeah, no, Thobe,
but his team's not keeping up.
That's the thing. Thobe's switches have been really good, honestly. They've been Tracer switch pretty much.
And a 50% damage boost to Bastion is not what you want to get shot by.
Damn it, Reinhardt.
A tire does come through, but will it be enough?
It could be.
No, it gets deleted as well.
And that's gonna be solid hold from the Florida Harmony.
Yep. Well, they had 2 minutes left.
Okay, Thobe's switches were really good. The Tracer switch in particular almost gave them the point. The thing is, the switch came out a bit too late, and then we have Piku.
And then the rest of the team didn't switch. Yeah. Which was unfortunate.
I kind of think that Piku might have been going for Fire Strikes on the Bastion, which is, in theory, a good way to get some damage.
Yeah, except you saw Defense Matrix go up every time.
Yeah, that's the thing. There was too much defense coordination.
Arisa's yells and something you hear too much due to her Fortify. And again, the only card on the side of the Pingsocks is going to be damage blocked, as there's more damage and, I would assume, healing. Yeah, Lucio's got the healing card. Lucio has the healing card, which is interesting.
That is surprising.
Although he was actually Moira on the quad tank attack, so that actually makes a lot of sense. It's interesting that Cosmo and Hunkrat swap the primary and secondary healer role.
Honestly, since these are scrims, you might just be trying stuff out, you know?
Yeah.
Like, see what works best.
Yeah, this is, the main season starts, or like stage 1 starts on the March 31st. So these are just scrims, get some practice, try some matchups, see what's working and what isn't.
And scrims are very important. We've got one later today for another team.
That's true. Now, we'll see how Pyeongchang Pingsocks try to adapt to this. I mean, I think they're going to adapt by subbing out Piku.
Yeah.
Or Pico. Which...
P1CU?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's a good player. It's just that there doesn't seem to be any communication with the rest of his team.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything bad about Piku, like, as a player. It's just the way he was playing Reinhardt in conjunction with the rest of his team was not lining up in the right ways.
He was out of position so many times. He was pushing while people were respawning. And he stayed Reinhardt against a Bastion. Which Bastion does, what, 500 damage per second?
Yeah, I think so.
That shield does not last long.
Not to mention that if you are a Reinhardt, if you're out of position against a Bastion of all things, you're dead.
He definitely should have swapped to dive along with the D.Va. I think both DPS should have gone Tracer Genji. Although did play both, his Tracer was doing a lot of work, and I think if they had a Genji to help him, Zenyatta Orb to follow him, they would have been able to get that Bastion down finally. Yeah.
And like the thing about Winston is like I don't know how I feel about Winston against a Bastion, but if you dive the Bastion and you have other people cleaning up
if you dive Bastion as a Winston and a D.Va and a Tracer and a Genji, even with the Orisa, it's still going to be pretty solidly in your favor to get the Bastion.
Also got to compliment the harmony on the synergy between D.Va, Orisa, and
absolutely.
Bastion. Like I don't know if you saw that one thing we had, but I commented on it. Every time the shield would go down, defense majors came up.
And every time there would be something that the shield can't block, like a fire strike, that would get eaten by D.Va immediately.
Yeah.
So that was all a really good showing.
Like the kind of teamwork you need to make Bastion work.
Yep. So we're going to see what map we go to next. I believe it should be King of the Hill. And I don't actually quite remember what 2 maps are available at the moment. Calamity is coming in for Pac-Man God, even though we saw Pac-Man God doing a lot of good work.
He was, yeah. I mean, again, scrims, get as many players in as possible.
Yeah, just make sure everyone's practicing. And then Hydra in for Piku.
Now, is that Hydra and Dragon, or play on Hydreigon, the Pokemon?
We just don't know.
Or is it a play on Hydra and Gone?
But over here, we're going to look at Hydreigon, who does seem to be a support tank main. Hello at DPS in spare time.
I do all competitive seasons.
So it does seem to be like mainly a support main, which is interesting because Piku was on the tank. So it looks like they're going to be swapping main tank as well. Now we do have the same icon meta. So Salad is still going to be the team captain with his champagne glasses. And Florida Mayhem is going to stick with the bombs. And we are going to go over to Ilios.
Why is it the Pingsocks? Because they get the ping, but it's a bottle of champagne, right?
So I'm going to switch over to the caster commentary. The Pingsock is actually on the bottle.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which is a little funny.
I actually do like that logo a lot.
And it's the champagne are the pings.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I don't know if you were in the Boston Uprising Discord when Kellex added everyone.
No, I didn't.
Everyone was losing their mind.
Yeah, there's like 300 people in there.
Yeah. And the fact that Kellex did it.
Several people are typing.
Yeah. No kidding. Alright, we're gonna switch over to Ilios very soon. And we might see some well action.
I want to see Lucio. I want to see Roadhog. I want to see Orisa.
And
I want to see Farah. Let's play Smash Bros.
As many boop potentials as possible.
I want to see Brigitte.
Me too.
Yeah. She's gonna have such good boop potential. Like even better than Lucio.
Yeah, I mean,
imagine having like
a boop on a
Lucio
5-second
on a
cooldown.
Roadhog.
Yeah.
Hook. On a cooldown of 5 seconds.
It's a little ridiculous, and I can't wait for her to come out. I'm saving my tokens for her Boston skin.
I'm probably gonna buy
saving
it.
my competitive points for Golden Weapon. I already know I'm going to play a secondary healer.
Yeah.
Whenever I can. It does look like it's taking a little bit longer, but we'll be in the game soon.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my phone.
Now arriving at ease.
It does look like we are heading in.
Straight back into it.
We're actually going to start on Ruins, which is one of the least poop potential maps.
Unfortunately,
Compared
I
to the
mean,
other
you still
two.
got the edges there that you can get some stuff done with. Big thing though is that this is the Widow duel map.
Absolutely. There are so many spots for Widow to snipe from. You've got here, you've got this little hill, you've got over here that shows the point and hides you from a Widow on the opposing area here. You also have up here. Or if you're a Fleta, just a grapple here is good enough to guess that a Mercy is going to be there.
I'm still blown away by that.
He didn't even know, but he knew.
He knew.
People were going to walk there.
Now, interesting thing from the Harmony is that we don't see a Widow pick. We see a traditional dive comp with Lucio Moira as their main supports.
Actually, on the Harmony side, we do see Widow. Calamity is going to come in and play
Oh, they
Widow.
switched colors.
Yes.
Whoops, my bad. Yeah, sorry. On the Pingsocks side, then we don't see. We see a traditional dive instead of the Widow duel.
Yeah, which hopefully they can shut down the Widow, especially with Caesar Salad on the Genji.
Oh, that Kerrigan gold gun is beautiful.
Yeah, the Kerrigan skin is very good, even if it is just a better Nova skin.
And also free.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting some shots. The damage boost is going to help a lot.
Yeah, but look, he is already a quarter to his ult. But it
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be getting any picks as of yet.
Yeah, a lot of repositioning from the Widow.
Oh, but Moira's half.
Moira's low. Tricky movement, though.
Oh, and
Oh,
it
and
does
you-
look like Caesar Salad's covering the Widow.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you do...
Oh, and the Tracer.
Okay, yeah. This is where dive works. This
Yeah.
is where dive works, and it works well.
Calamity has to get a health back, and it does look like fairly uncontested the Pingsocks are going to take the point. Although they haven't quite captured it yet. Oh, there's a teabag from opposite to me on EPO. That's esports, right? I mean, I think there was some Houston teabagging the other day.
What, you mean from J, lol, K?
Yeah. Jimble. Luckily, none of the players on Pingsocks or Harmony have been fined or benched. And we're gonna have another push come out. EPL's got his ult coming up. But Thope actually has a pulse bomb ready. Let's see if he can get anything off of it, or if he gets his health deleted.
Chasing that Genji.
Oh, gets stuck on the hill.
Yeah, okay.
Can't finish it off. The fight hasn't taken to the point yet. The pulse bomb does go down, it does miss. Looks like we're finally gonna push onto this point. EPL's gonna tickle everyone with his laser, but knows his health is too low. Opts not to use his ult, which is smart. This is an economy push. That's exactly what this is. They're just charging their ults so that they can come back next. And Atheist Jesus is actually resetting. This is some smart gameplay.
It's very smart.
Whoops, not supposed to see that.
Pay no attention to the Jeff behind the curtain.
Yeah, this it looks like they picked up how to do economy pushes. As looks like we're gonna have 5 ults versus 5 ults. Although Thope is picking up on his 6th. Oh, there's Thope. Diva Bomb does go out though. It doesn't pick up anything, and that's gonna even out the ult economies.
Yeah, but we do have the Coalescence up, so actually, Army's gonna have to be a bit stronger with that.
Yeah. Now this is who to watch though. Pharmacy uncontested, as there's no more Widow on the side of
Oh, that could be a big spot for
Actually, never mind,
Barrage.
this was the Widow.
Or...
Barriers eat up all the damage, doesn't get anything, but at least Calamity survives.
The Barrier and Sound Bear is a barrier as well.
Yeah, I think Calamity switch over to Pharah, because good luck diving a Widow.
Yeah.
I mean, Pharah. Genji can dash. The Tracer can wave.
What, is it not worth a, is it not worth a solo Dragon Blade investment to dive in Pharah?
Oof, and a good shot out of Thope. they're going to take this point, but at 99%, one team win for the Pingsocks is going to be a point. Now, you know what's good against stopping a push? It's a Diva Bomb.
True, true.
So we'll see if Jeff can get a cheeky bomb to make their percent go even higher. Alternatively, the player to watch on the Pingsocks side is Caesar Salad, who has his blade ready. Again, he actually spots the Pharah.
What did I say about solo committing to a Pharah?
Oh, and he doesn't quite get it as the healing comes through. Here comes the Diva Bomb.
Diva Bomb, and that might be a dead Genji.
Oh, the only one gotten though.
Really?
As Pingsocks is seemingly winning this fight. Calamity is still uncontested, but body's on the point. Calamity does go down to Winston. Not quite sure how that happened.
You know, I've always thought it was only in the lower ELO, but in every single facet of this game, if you don't contest a Pharah,
yeah, she just wins.
She wins.
I mean, that's an every elo.
Yeah.
That's lower, that's high elo. If you
That's
watch
Overwatch League.
Yeah. If you watch Boston Uprising versus Baby Bay,
Are you still, you're
team
still
that was
upset
just
about
Baby
that?
Bay. Baby Bay's the only one who did any damage because
That
he was
was like
an
a
untested
month ago.
Pharah. Does look like we are going to keep the dive. It worked out very well for the Pingsocks. They didn't have to make any adjustments as they were just playing classic dive and it was working out.
Whatever
beautifully.
adjustments the Pingsocks made between their substitutions between last round, it's been crazy.
Yeah, and
They
still,
have adapted so well.
yeah, it does look like the tanks are playing together a lot more. But we are going to stick with Pharmercy on the side of Florida Harmony. But you know what's interesting about Florida Harmony's comp right now is that they don't have a Lucio. And this is one of the most fun boop maps.
They do have,
Thanks for the assist.
they do have the Pharah. Pharah does take care of the boots pretty well here too.
I could use some assistance.
It's true, but
Speaking
that's not
of-
Lucio, but oh, that's at least one. There goes off. It's me.
And that's a big pick on one of your main tanks.
Yep. And even though Thobe is on the McCree for the Pingsocks, doesn't look like he's gonna have any footing.
Yeah, it's very hard to contest the Pharah when she's in this position.
Whoa!
Whoa!
EPL's had enough.
Pardon me. Although, Ace Jesus already has his ult up. Interesting that we saw Ace Jesus picking up the Pharah over Calamity after Calamity doing so well. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, Calamity's on the Tracer. But interesting that even though the Pharah was uncontested, more or less, it got a lot of picks.
And
the point went to the Pingsocks.
Yeah, I mean, Pharah had the choice there to either group up with the team or invest that ult that they just got up. So
Yeah,
but they
but
chose the latter to.
it's just interesting that despite as much damage as Atheist Jesus did, the point still went over to Pyeongchang, as there was no contesting of the point.
And this is where even the McCree has problems. What are you supposed to do against the Pharmacy aside from behind him?
A Pharmacy far away. Projectile damage has no drop off from distance. Oh, but if Pharah lands,
Not to
that's
mention-
gonna give Thobe a chance.
And Thobe has the high noon up, so that could stop a Pharmacy no matter where they're at.
Yeah. Especially if they're high in the air, as they won't be able to find any cover. But at this point, you just
Oh,
gotta be
why
a
would you do it?
shooter. It doesn't get anything off of it.
It's a little bit cheeky.
Yeah, unfortunately, that ult does accomplish nothing. Atheist Jesus still on the Pharah with ult.
Yeah. The one thing that accomplished was a little bit of zoning, but even then, since Pharah got away and didn't have to worry about respawn.
See,
And Atheist Jesus is playing so far out.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting the damage, but he already has ult. He needs to use it. The point is at 75% in favor of the Pingsocks, and he hasn't used ult. This is the same thing we saw with Jeff.
Is he going to use the window strat or the other window strat?
I will watch over you.
Some extra healing comes out, but not for Atheist Jesus.
Oh, this is a smart
And
way.
here
Behind
it
the whole
comes.
team.
There's one,
There's
and that's
one.
it. And then Caesar Salad gets Calamity with the tire.
Big
And-
charge, but you can't charge him to fortify.
And this is just going to be just an uncontested win.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything that Florida Harmony can do. Junkrat's taking some damage, yep, and they cannot even contest.
We saw it with the Harmony again and again. Holding ult.
Yeah, just... Well, holding your ults, and like, even though the Pharah was getting picks and getting damage, it just didn't seem to have any impact, because the team was not able to push in after that. I think, while the Pharah was performing exceptionally well, it was not the right choice for the team at the time. I think they should have switched to a dive character,
Either
or at
that-
least like a McCree.
Or Farah should have committed ultimate more. Is the other thing.
Yeah, or maybe like fought with the team more. Calamity was so far out that I just don't think the rest of his team was able to capitalize on anything. And we do see a reversal as Pyeongchang just shut that out. It's unclear if the change was due to the main tank swap or some swaps on Florida Harmony, but
There have been a
Pyeongchang
lot.
just played so much better.
There have been a lot of swaps,
Mm-hmm.
but they've been good swaps.
Yeah, the dive was just so consistent from Pyeongchang. They shut down Calamity's Widow immediately.
Oh yeah.
Thobe, being the flex DPS that I appreciate so much, switched to McCree to deal with the Pharah, which even though he didn't get like consistent kills on the Pharah, was able to at least make Pharah's life harder. Like she couldn't play close up. She
And no
played so
matter-
far away because of the fall off.
Exactly. No matter where you're playing, or what you're playing, being able to flex off DPS if you are a DPS main is vital. If you're playing Junkrat and they have a Pharah, switch to the hit scan. If they're playing Junkrat, switch to the Pharah.
Yeah.
Do what you can to counter.
Yeah, and Thobe definitely has that on lockdown. As
He does.
Did a lot of. He's been doing a lot of work switching from DPS to DPS.
Yeah, a lot of flex DPS hold really high spots in the Overwatch League too. Like props to, I'd say Shadowburn was really good. I'd say Casper, Dreamcasper.
Yeah.
Like it's a really good skill to have if you're a dedicated DPS player.
Yeah, if you have a larger hero pool.
Like if you can pull out Doomfist on
Yeah.
defense.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Or Doomfist in a triple tank just to move those tanks out of the way.
If you can play the Sombra, which is going to come into the meta this time around too.
I have been a little slow on the scores.
It's fine.
But there we go, that is the updated score. And we are going to go to a Dorado for the fourth game. If Pingsocks takes this game, we are going to go to a tiebreaker.
Okay, so we are doing Overwatch League set rules.
Yes. Or Community Cup rules.
Okay.
So
I
that'll be
should probably
interesting.
take a look at the document.
Yeah, shout out to Fossikal, who's actually on the Florida Harmony team, for putting all the effort in
Oh, awesome.
to putting in the schedule, putting in the 12-page document on the rules and the group stages.
That's fantastic. I love to see like the community coming out, and especially the players themselves. You know?
Yeah.
Like fostering this whole little league.
Yep, although we're not allowed to say league anymore.
You're right. Okay, sorry, my bad. Community Cup.
There we go. Even got a new logo. But we're gonna jump to Dorado, which is definitely a dive favored map.
Oh yeah.
The verticality on the first and second phase it's just so
also
strong.
a good Widow map on defense.
Yeah, so you can win a map. I think you can run Pharah all stages. I would say a third one is a little tougher due to being indoors, but still
Yeah.
very possible.
Indoors becomes a good Junkrat spot.
Mm-hmm.
Becomes a good Reaper spot.
Yeah, absolutely. That just how tight the last point is.
I
If
also-
you run that payload, you can shoot everyone.
Also, personally believe this is a fantastic map for D.Va. There's a lot of good ult spots. And
Maybe
you
you-
can take advantage of the verticality, changing
Yeah.
positioning.
Yeah, you definitely want a diva on both sides. One of the best ult spots I feel is on that third phase, just over that like lit.
Oh yeah, there's
the
nowhere
attack.
to go. You have to either dive back into spawn while the payload's coming out, or you die.
And we're gonna jump into this. We're gonna see how each team adapts to payload.
Also, the first point is incredibly open, so that's a good D.Va ult spot as well.
And here we are at Junkrat and Roadhog's first heist. Not first heist, but first important heist.
They robbed the bank.
You can see all of Roadhog's vapes.
It's been 2 years, and they still haven't fixed this bank.
The airport in Abani is also not looking so great.
I heard that if you move a single one of those gold bars off the floor, Junkrat just teleports to you and kills you.
In real life?
In real life, yeah.
Alright, I'm on my way back. But yeah, this is, as you were saying, good Widow spots.
Yeah.
This is one of the strongest.
Also, this open courtyard is a fantastic D.Va spot, too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you've got the high ground to play with. Got a lot of high ground to play
Yeah,
with.
we got a lot of good Hanzo spots. No, it does look like we're going to run dive on the attack. They're going to push this payload. One of my favorite strats is to use this tunnel to kind of surprise the defense that typically holds up top here and does look like that's what we're going to see as he peel on the Orisa. Is going to put a barrier up here. Hunkrat's on the Mercy, and Cosmo's on the Moira, so that, no secondary healers, the Wolf primary, so that is a lot of healing.
That is a lot of healing. And you've got pulled pork too, which is going to be strong anti-dive.
Yeah. Now, the reason that we've got a Mercy is for the Pharah. Look at how much space they have up here. Alternatively, we've got the dive, but we also have Ana, and I think, more importantly, we have Thobe, who... Alright, I was a little disappointed. I thought we were going to see a Sombra. I would have loved to see Sombra against Pharah. Maybe we'll still see it.
Yeah, the hack update right now, she just can't fly.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. New passion coming out real strong.
Yeah. We're going to get a slow push coming in. Infection's going to start putting some damage onto Jeff.
Yeah, at this point you don't even want to go and engage the hard kill, you just want to feed off of them.
Yeah.
Big ult battery. Especially with those distant optics. Look at that, already 44% off.
The Harmony does have to rotate as the Stalin is already through the choke.
Yeah, the Harmony not as strong on the defense there from the first choke.
Yeah,
I think a good spot to hold them.
Yeah, they needed to rotate a lot earlier. Like, they were much too late.
And like we said, but D.Va ult is going to be incredibly strong here against that farmer too.
With an anti-healed hog, you can get the 50% like defense buff, but that's it.
D.Va going crazy right now. We've got the ult up.
It's healer after healer, and that's going to be one of the quickest takes of Dorado.
Yeah. And while we've been focusing on the D.Va, the entire ult economy for the Pingsocks looking very close.
Yeah, they don't have a single ult under 75%.
Meanwhile, Harmony just kind of steamrolled here.
Yeah.
You're kind of close to Barrage, you're kind of close to Coalescence.
Harmony is running anti-dive, but I don't think they have the positioning. They didn't rotate fast enough to be able to utilize it. Atheist Juice is still in the Pharah, which, again, a decent Pharah, but isn't what is needed for the team right now. Unless this Barrage is very good.
He has this Barrage up. The question is, the biggest question, is he going to use it?
That is a good question. He's the whole Harmony team is letting this payload move so far.
And we've got 6 ults on the Pingsocks.
Person that we're going to want to watch particularly is Caesar Salad, who's in the back. Oh, never mind. As soon as I left Atheist Jesus, he got a quad.
Well, triple.
Including a back.
Still though, like we said, if you do use that Barrage,
yeah, it's very good. Yeah. The payload did get this far though, and this was the first time that the Pingsocks were stopped. And look at how smart the Pingsocks were. Every single ult still up.
Why is the payload stopped?
Caesar Salad is up here, and here comes the blade. Doesn't quite get Moira as she fades away.
Never mind, this looks like one of my blades.
He's swinging away. Doesn't get anything and actually gets punished with a shot to the face. Unfortunate. It's interesting that they didn't nano it as well.
Yeah, and
but it does seem like a good thing that they didn't.
Yeah, I wonder what they're saving the nano for.
Yeah, that's a good question, because Genji seems to be the only good candidate.
Nano Winston?
I mean, that's always a good backup, but you typically want to put it on your Genji's blade. Atheist Jesus is already close to an next ult, as he's just pouring damage on. Thobe is going to take a low though, and he's in a part of the roof that I'm not sure we're supposed to see.
Huge self-destruct coming in from Infection. Both tanks are down.
And that's going to put a lot of pressure on Atheist Jesus, as without any tanks, he's going to be the primary target.
They need to contest it now. They are on point. Spawn is up.
And the contest does not come in soon enough. Coalesce comes out super late. That's something you want to hold. And Atheist Jesus actually used ult and died.
Okay. Well,
I think he hit the payload or something.
Well, no.
Oh, he killed himself on the D.Va mag.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is value.
I don't know if that was the D.Va's response there, or if it was Atheist. Because if you are playing D.Va, you can dive into the Pharah, lose the mech, but kill the player.
It was just so instant. I think it had to have been a mistake on the Pharah. And Atheist Jesus does switch onto the Genji. I wonder if Hunkrat's would have switched to Zenyatta.
Yeah, Pharah having less mobility here, plus Atheist Jesus' ults haven't really been... Well, actually,
it's just that we haven't seen many ults.
Yeah, it's not just that, it's the defense itself.
Which may be because they're so split. We've got a Winston on the point alone, EPL's not going to last very long.
But I wonder why...
Field day.
I gotta wonder... Thobe almost has ult up too. Gotta wonder why, like, you don't see a bit of a Junkrat to help Canada's dive up here.
Yeah, they don't have a bar or anything. You can definitely just spam at the payload.
And I feel like they don't have enough tanks to justify the risk of it. Okay, never mind. Ignore
Calamity's,
everything I'm saying.
Harmony finally finds some footing as Calamity.
Some big footing. Oh my god, it's gonna kiss
Takes
you.
it. Nano, I think, misused onto Caesar Salad. That or just the... No, it does look like he bladed with Nano and didn't get anything off of it. Mostly because it was the Calamity show.
My ultimate is ready.
So we've got Atheist Jesus' blade ready. But Thope still has Pulse Bomb. It does look like he's found a duel with Reaper. So definitely a duel you want to be careful with, as you can't get one shot by a shotgun to the head. Barriers do come out. Poor Thope doesn't get anything. And this sneaky dive from the Winston comes out. But,
Oh, that was good positioning with Pulse Bomb, too.
yeah, I think he was supposed to stick it, but it flew past him, and it was exactly what it needed to be. Cosmo's ulting.
Coalescence coming. Providing some
Oh.
necessarily big blade from Atheist Jesus.
Infection does get Jeff, though. And Atheist goes down. And this could be in favor of the Pingsocks, if not just for a little bit. Any progress they make here is good progress. But the spawn advantage is definitely going to be in favor of the Florida Harmony.
Gotta say, Thope's Trace was putting in a lot of work.
And like I predicted, Punkran is on a Zenyatta now. Good defensive ult and synergy with the Genji. And they're just gonna try and put a stop to this payload. But looks like all of Pingsocks is here now. The fight lasted long enough, but a huge bomb.
That was incredible.
And don't be mad, but do we want to know why? When the payload's at an angle, it doesn't block the bomb.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Good to know.
It went through and got a quad kill, utterly stopping the Pingsocks, who had such an advantage in that moment.
Thank you, Jeffrey Kaplan.
Yeah.
Still, though, I mean, I guess now we know that for next time, but that's still a huge ult coming out from Jeff Wap. Jeff Wap.
Now Mindbells has his ult. We've got 3 more, almost a 4th coming up. Mindbells is going to have to ult soon. They're going to have to commit to this push or not. He's going low on health and
down.
I think he even got sleep darted. I definitely heard the sound of it. That might have been his own mana. But it was interesting that they didn't commit to that. They had the ult advantage. They probably should have just gone ahead and fought this, because the only person who had ult was Calamity.
We're gonna get a regroup from the Pingsocks.
Although, Infection, well, at 70% ult should probably jump off. I mean, I'm just thinking, time-wise...
Suicide is never the answer, unless you're dealer and you don't have your mech.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean
Okay, that's
fairly
probably enough. A couple pings, and you do get that mech back, yeah.
And he's getting close to a Diva Bomb of his own.
That may have been why he
But
didn't.
because they didn't take the fight last time, look at Florida Harmony's ults.
True.
They're about even in ult economy.
Well, actually, Pingsocks are about to have 6, so that is worth mentioning.
Here comes Atheist Jesus Blade. Does get on a
one,
Calamity,
two.
gets the other healer. Both DPS ults at the same time probably wasn't necessary, but it's getting the job done and it's going to stop this payload.
Yeah.
Oh, and a good dash to finish off the...
Gotta look at the time, too. We got 4 seconds left. I don't think anyone can get back on it in time. Oh, we got 1 contesting.
And look at how many ults that weren't used on the side of the Pingsocks. Thope's going to punish himself
That's
for
good news right there.
not having used one of the 4 ultimates that the Pingsocks had before they died. They should have taken that fight
They had
much
such
earlier.
good momentum, but the whole thing just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, I think it really came down to Lucio not using those barriers. If they had the barriers, they would have been able to fight back at the extended team of Harmony. We're going to get a pause, though.
Okay. Dun 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 dun.
So they didn't quite get it to the end.
No.
But how do you think Harmony's going to be able to get it to the end? Or at least past where Pingsocks got it?
Well, I mean, I think we've seen some pretty good dives coming out from the Harmony.
So they're going to stick with the dive composition.
Yeah,
I think that would be
work.
smartest. It's still going to be the best. It does look like we've got some mic issues
Ah, okay.
on the side of Harmony. We've got a lot of all caps and yelling. But in any case, Calamity on this Widow is going to be interesting, as like we said, there's a lot of good options for Widow, particularly the buildings in front of the attacker spawn.
Yeah, and if you play modified dive with Widow, get the picks, and then actually, if you just stick on payload here with the Widow, that might be good enough.
Although dive with Widow is incredibly strong, as who's going to contest the Widow?
True.
If you're getting dived, you don't have the time or the leisure to try and stop the Widow. It'll be interesting to see what's run on Pingsocks defense. Yeah, this is definitely what Calamity's going to want to use. This building over here is incredibly good.
Yeah, the back building's fantastic.
So far away, so sneaky.
You've also got the this little thing
here.
right here. And then I've seen a couple Widows go up, like offense Widows go up to the defense Widow spot from behind. And that works wonders too. So
and there
okay,
it is. There's the skin.
yeah, we are going to see modified dive there as one of the DPS going from a traditional dive to the Widow. So that puts a lot of pressure on Atheist Jesus to stay with the tanks and to get those picks as Genji.
Yeah, but I mean that is how you should be running dive. Genji and the tanks should be pushing at the same time on a single target. And I do appreciate that he is on the Genji instead of the Pharah, as it just hasn't seemed to be working. On the other team, but you've got a Zenyatta and Moira. Solid kind of death ball.
It is a comp.
It's definitely a mishmash. It's of a death ball and anti-dive with McCree and Junkrat.
Yeah, the McCree Junkrat will help the dive a lot, but what's going to contest the Widow?
I don't think anything can. I think maybe if Mindbells gets lucky with a volley, but that's so much danger.
Either that or if you're in a good position, maybe you can just jump on him.
The trap is already found. But
Still, getting some good
and look what they're doing.
You're right, they're using your tunnel.
There they go. They're going to just try and stomp on the high ground from here. And here comes the jump. EPL's already on the healers. Cosmo goes down, though. They've swapped healers, but it's unclear who's winning this fight. It's so messy.
Right now it's just Reinhardt, though. And with the spawn advantage that you've got on the side of the Pingsocks.
Brutal. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to be a Harmony favorite fight in the end. Zarya alone is going to come out. Is Hunkrat going to get found by that trap? Although they didn't push the payload.
Yeah,
but they won the fight. That's what matters. They already got past the choke point, and the Pingsocks are going to have to reset. So they actually did exactly what they needed to. Calamity, Discord was going to try and find extra shots.
Based on that ult percentage, I don't know if he's landed very many.
It's possible that he hasn't.
But, like, that was a really quick take, so...
Yeah. That was definitely centered around the dive.
Oh, there's a big one!
Yeah, that's going to take down Zenyatta.
That's actually a huge pick. That's a big source of healing and a big source of damage down for you. No Discord.
A tire's going to come out, though, and it's going to get some value.
There you go, so that's what you needed to stop that push.
Yep, that's 3 down. Up, it's going to get close to his Earth Shatter. We've got Coalesce and Deadeye. The fighter to watch here is definitely going to be Caesar Salad as he uses that Deadeye. Hopefully it doesn't get reflected or pulse bombed. But yeah, that is definitely going to give them some footing. It does look like he might have seen the Tracer. Oh, and EPL comes in.
I didn't realize how they had the Zarya, and that's fantastic for anti-dive as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a staple of the death ball kind of composition.
But the barriers work well.
Here comes Atheist Jesus with his blade.
And he gets
stunned and hit by a hammer. He went for Reinhardt as well, which is interesting. Probably not the target he should have been going after. Calamity's going to try and do some damage, though. No longer on the Widow. Ooh, and EPL's actually going to get 2. This looks like a Harmony favorite push.
Oh, it definitely is. That's 3 for EPL.
Calamity's going to pick up. And I, again, have to wonder why Pingsocks have so many ults.
Yeah, that's actually been a common theme between both teams here, is holding ults for a little bit too long.
Yeah,
or a lot bit too long in the case of like, a couple Zarya ults.
You want to be able to use them to stop pushes. And you should be obviously be using them at the same time.
Oh, this could be a huge pulse bomb.
Doesn't need a pulse bomb here, but that is going to be it. Does the tire get anyone, or is it gone? The tire did get destroyed as well. Oh,
okay, never mind.
Calamity, not gonna make it. is just gonna immediately flash banged. But still, trading DPS, that's pretty solid for the attack.
And this dive coming out from Harmony is really strong.
I mean,
Or
it's not working out though.
It was, and
Yeah.
then it stopped. My bad.
It looked like not everyone was there for the dive, or at least there were too many of Pingsocks. Ooh, but Calamity does take out If It's Me.
Yeah, looks like it used a pulse bomb right there.
Calamity's gonna need some help though. Spine Bells almost finishes her off. But they're just gonna kinda... This is a very scrappy fight. It is slowly coming in favor of the Harmony though.
Oh, that was a nice boot right there into the Winston.
EPL's out on his own though.
Winston's gonna have his ult soon though.
He needs some healing. He's back up now. Ooh, but now he's gone.
Oh, that was not...
Alright. There's 5 ults on the
There's
side
about-
of the Pingsocks. There comes one, but Transcendence is going to make sure that there's no value gotten. That was one of the slowest Lucio barriers. Here comes another
Blade
blade from
coming out.
Atheist,
Oh, the grab...
but he's stuck in it.
That was not his grab.
It
What's
was
going
not.
We've had about 10 ults dropped in the past...
And no one really
Yeah.
died, aside from like 2 people from each team. Bill's gonna back off, understanding that it's time to reset.
Yeah, a lot of ults committed from the Harmony, not a lot of traction.
A lot of ults from both sides. They only have 1 from each side now.
Yeah, but if you look at the overall economy, then you see that the Pingsocks are actually not doing terrible. Thug should have his ult up pretty soon. You've got Mind Veils, and If It's Me will get that pretty quick if he does a bit of damage in a push.
We're gonna see if Calamity and EPL together. They already can get any picks. Definitely how you want to run dive. Calamity might want to heal up though. Didn't grab the health pack, still gonna be at 130 health.
That was a really important blink from Calamity right there.
No kidding. If Calamity was lost now, that would be a huge stop to the push. Atheist Jesus is getting some damage done. He's in the back line, all the way back. The tanks are chasing him, and that's exactly what he wants. Oh, and he finds High
capitalization right
Dragon.
there.
And despite the fact that he's been in the back so long, no one knows.
He's right here. Oh,
He's
someone contest his Genji.
He's just having a all-you-can-stab buffet. As there was just no one to turn around and stop him, even though the tanks knew he was there.
Fantastic play. That was a Calamity and...
Oh! It gets trapped, but it doesn't matter. As the deflect is
and
gonna
he
kill
lives, too.
Atheist Jesus should not be living this long, but he's making it work. Calamity goes down, though. Gets flashbanged a headshot.
We didn't comment on it, but with all that damage, Atheist Jesus got his blade up so quick.
Yeah. Here comes the tire, though. Is he going to be able to finally stop this push? Does get Cosmo, and that
pretty much,
could
yeah.
do it.
Solo Zenyatta, probably not the best way to push.
Yeah. Although he does have ultimate.
And we're seeing ult build up from both teams 4-4. Actually very even in ult economy right now.
Yeah. This is going to be the important one again, though. As this can zone out a push. And Caesar Salad's been doing a really good job of shutting down Calamity. Whenever Calamity's within range, he's getting the flashbang.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you need to do. That's the key thing for McCree to do. Oh, he's in a good position right here.
Yeah, this is the high ground that he wants.
And I really don't think the... Oh, okay, you can dive on him, but I don't think that the Harmony have much to stop this Deadeye.
Transcendence has come out to stop this blade, and the Deadeye does get reflected! Just like I said earlier. That flashbang, that reflect was so high value. It doesn't matter though. Pingsocks actually held this.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild.
That was a hilarious interaction right there. Just shoot me, McCree.
Let's find out. They're gonna hold, and only 30 seconds for Florida Harmony.
Yeah, the...
Oh! And Infection is gonna finish off that kill. That's gonna put a slow, not quite a stop, as they only have 25 seconds.
Tracer can make it back, but you're only gonna have her for one more push. And Tracer needs to be up here disrupting so the rest of the team can push in.
Now this is what could stop the push once and for all. A Coalesce combined with a Graviton.
They're gonna wait, I think. They're gonna hold this choke point this corner.
Gonna try and make sure that the Diva is maybe not unbacked, make sure that the defense matrix is down. Coalesce does come out, so does Transcendence. Oh, that's what she's waiting for. Once Transcendence is over, it's free grab. that bubble and the zoning of the Diva Bomb is actually going to stop any value getting from that, which is incredibly smart from both tanks.
But Winston's also throwing out his Primal Rage to get people off the point. Harmony are bringing it real close right here.
Yeah,
he feels very low though.
Just meters away.
EPO goes down.
Oh, with the Hunter
Earth
charge
Shatter.
and Earth Shatter. With just Genji and Tracer left.
Jeff gets demeched. Oh, this could be this looks like the Harmony are gonna stop right here.
Yep.
That's gonna be it.
Unable to contest, and even if so, would not be able to live long enough. That is going to be a tie.
Yeah, we're gonna go
so
to
far.
a tiebreaker for the Pingsocks and the Harmony. And here was this play you were talking about, this sloped angle thing. We get to see it from player perspective now.
Yeah.
Everyone get behind the payload.
Everyone was behind cover, but it didn't matter. Because it went under the slope and just destroyed the attack.
I've got 120 hours on Diva, and I never knew that.
Yeah, payload hitboxes are very strange.
Yeah.
Particularly when they're at an angle like that. Lots of healing coming out from Hydreigon.
And Harmony not having a card.
Yeah. Pingsocks really did well that time. Although it was very close.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to point out that you're Astro.
Yeah.
I am. There we go.
Got it fixed.
Both of us are from the Smash Brothers community. That's how we know each other from casting.
My god.
Yeah.
Smash 5.
Yep, here we go.
Here we go. It's actually Smash 6, but no one... anyway.
I mean, there's rumors that Diablo is coming to the Switch. Did you
Really?
ever see some Blizzard shoutouts in Smash?
Genji? Doomfist in Smash Bros?
Can we get a Dragon Blade Super Smash?
Can we get Sans from Undertale in Smash Bros?
Alright, we've got Sans, we've got Dark Souls, we've got Crash Bandicoot, we've got Okami,
Yeah,
we've got options.
there's a Solaire amiibo.
Praise the sun. But anyway, back into the game, we are going to
Yeah.
do a tiebreaker on Nepal. Now, Harmony was so close to closing this out and finishing it. What do you think they could have done?
Yeah, I'm not sure what this momentum change is really. I think it's less on the Harmony and more on the Pingsocks.
Mhm.
So to stop that momentum, I think you just need to let's see, on control. This is really a matter of dive versus dive, I would think. So this is going to be the true test of who's been doing the better dives.
So that being said, you can run Death Ball on Village. You can
True.
run Anti-Dive, Orisa Hog on Shrine.
Yeah. Oh,
Or
you're
Sanctum.
right. It's Sanctum. You're right.
Yeah. So
Sanctum actually does have a lot of good
boop
environmental.
potential.
Yeah. So
it could be a dive versus dive, which is probably optimal. You can also
if
run Death Ball.
you're the Harmony, I guess what you really want to do, I kind of want to say it's their tanks at this point, because the DPS has been doing good stuff. The supports have been healing.
Yeah.
So I think you just want to
Like more coordination,
Yeah,
more synchronized dives.
yeah. The thing about diving is that you need to be together.
Yeah, like all 3 or 4 of you need to dive a single target. Just make sure that there's no way that they can make it out alive.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. The diva over the play of the games. Put Poco, by the way, in the chat. Poco had some crazy ultimates.
Yeah. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but soon we're gonna jump into this tiebreaker, game 5. Until then, there don't seem to be any switches on the side of the Pingsocks or Harmony. And as soon as I say that, Florida Harmony removes, I believe, Pac-Man was already moved.
Nah, he's been put
It was
back on.
Jeff was removed, and Pac is put back in.
Jeff Watkins did have some good tank play, though, is the thing. Like, you did see that Diva stop, of course.
But with this sub, this might be the only substitute being made.
Oh, Pac-Man God ate you, I get it.
Evil
nice.
Pac-Man.
Mm-hmm. Harmonies.
Yeah, Pingsocks gets this 3rd game. This is going to be a reverse sweep, as they were down 0-2 to begin with.
I haven't seen this storyline since Smash Bros.
Although we did see it was
Well, no.
Houston versus Florida.
You're right.
Which I would have been so happy for Florida to take a win over Houston.
Yeah.
They had my vote.
Especially considering how well Houston's done in the league so far. I'd say they're getting close to 2nd or 3rd best.
Yeah, they're getting there.
But Boston, come on.
I think we just need Gamsu to start playing well again.
I think we just need a lot of things.
Yeah, but I think particularly we need our main tank back in the lineup.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the tanks are doing really well. I think the support, particularly the Mercy, could be doing better.
I think Kalex has improved a lot based on Stage 1 performance, though.
Yeah, it's just disappointing seeing how often he died with Valkyrie. But I think Gamsu.
Well, it's a big
back.
meta shift too, because you've got the Sombra meta coming out, which will definitely be affecting the league once those patches hit.
Well, I mean, Sombra meta's already there with
Oh,
the
it is.
health
You're right,
pack,
you're right.
ult charge.
Traveling to Nepal.
And here we go. We're going on to Nepal.
Good map, and we're starting off on the Shrine.
Which this definitely, if not dive, deathball oriented.
That's a Hanzo.
It's definitely a good ult for or a spot for Reinhardt and Zarya to play.
That's
good
a symmetric.
Junkrat spam.
You know, I actually want to see it. Let's go, Thope.
And we can imagine.
Play Symmetra, you cowards.
Give Symmetra 2 microwaves.
You know, when's someone going to make an Overwatch sign? Let Diva crouch.
I think that might be next. From the Florida Harmony, it does look like we're going to have a Reinhog, which is interesting, with a Reaper. They are expecting a lot of other tanks to fight.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Slambulance does work really well here, doesn't it? Phobe on the Sombra. This I want to see.
That would be really very interesting. There's the big health pack. Actually, there's 3 of them. There's one by the elephant statue, and then one on each side. And it does look like we are going to stick to this Sombra.
Alright, gonna hack the one on the side to start things off.
The enemy team is on that side, though. So best to be careful. Oh! It does get spotted, and the hook, while it doesn't grab Thobe in, does reveal her location. And I'm not quite sure about that.
Decloak. No.
Ooh, and a hook. With your health that low, you should have gotten ahead and went back.
Although Sombra, the annoyance factor is big because the rest of the team is grouped up and doing work.
Yeah. Doesn't look like the picks are coming in from Florida Harmony, though. Calamity is gonna try and punch Caesar Salad down, but he does get healed a lot. Pac-Man God, though.
He's doing so. He is eating these fools.
Yeah, he's getting the tanks, he's getting the picks.
Pulse bomb up. Are you gonna use it right now?
Ooh, I think that might have. Oh,
Sticks to Moira.
Oh.
Gets him out. Oh.
Yeah, it sticks to Moira, but Fade does drop it onto Caesar Salad. And Calamity's a little bit happy with that.
I'd be.
Hydreigon does have Coalesce, though, which could be a good push.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that the Fade doesn't get rid of the Pulse Bomb, it simply drops it from the Moira. So as you can see, taking out the McCree instead puts an end to that push.
Coalesce ready. This is very smart.
Welcome to Sombra's healing circle.
Yeah, but this is very smart from the Pingsocks. They are actually waiting to get everybody at this type of play. You
Also,
often see too much
switching
trickling.
off the Sombra immediately, realizing it wasn't working out.
Yeah. As far as there's no hit scan. Ooh, does get bumped away, but he feels so low health. That one good shot.
That'll do
He's
it.
gonna finish it off. Lucio's not looking too good either. We do have a whole hog if necessary, and
Big
a good
hooks.
hook. Still doesn't get the shot off of it though.
Drops the whole hog. Wants to get people off point and take it.
Atheist Jesus did ult and did get Caesar Salad.
Fantastic zoning use.
But-
Cosmo going to half, not quite dead.
Yeah, it was good zoning, but didn't get any picks. And with the point still in favor of the Harmony, this is still going in favor of the Harmony. The
And at
percentage is just going up.
this point, you really just want to die because you've wasted so much time.
Yeah, he's wasted so much time and so much ult charge to the enemy team. Like, his team's not there, he has no chance of winning. He needs to go.
Yeah.
And Lucio's gonna give him some help. He's gonna get booped right over.
When you have the survivability of Roadhog, you need to realize, though, that you need to get out.
Yeah.
Because the more you... Because, like, they wasted about 30% right there.
Yeah, but just Roadhog on the point.
Just Roadhog on the
giving
point.
ult. Well, he gets ult from healing.
Oh, big pulse bomb!
Only gets Caesar Salad because of the barrier, but still, that's no more Deadeye.
If I was Caesar Salad, I'd be incredibly upset
Yeah.
right now.
That's another pulse bomb. That's 2 for 2. And that one was
Chasing
even
down
stuck
is
to you.
Lucio.
He's discorded, but he does get the health back, but it doesn't matter.
Harmony's gonna take that map 1.
And there's the Kamehameha. Alright, we're on Game 5 looking at a pretty solid showing from the Florida Harmony. It looks like they've figured out what changes need to be made, particularly Pac-Man playing. as he's been doing a lot of good
Are
work.
the Florida Harmony sponsored by Zenyatta?
If Zenyatta would have a team, yes. Florida Mayhem, clearly sponsored by Junkrat.
Also, who's behind the name change from the Dallas Electric to the Dallas Fools, or is that a secondary team?
The Dallas Electric actually fell apart, unfortunately,
Ah,
and Dallas Fools is stepping in to take that slot.
I see. Now, I do gotta say, name-wise, Dallas Fools,
Oh, I love the
100
name.
times better.
Absolutely. Dallas Fools is a great name.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have a real hot fight, but opposites me wins though. Risa fight, as EPL is already yanked into the pit.
And we're seeing pretty close to mirror comps here. Only difference is that we're subbing in a Zen for a Moira.
Whoa! And yep, there it is. That's 2 halts into the pit, both on tanks. It's gonna be a huge.
The Orisa yoink on this stage is super strong.
Yeah, but that's gonna be a huge asset to the Pingsocks as they're gonna take this first point. Got Cedar Salad spamming the choke, which is incredibly useful. There's no Zarya that can like get in charge, but look at where they're pushing. They're actually just gonna go around.
Oh.
Although it looks like no one got EPL's memo, as it is only Orisa. If they had all gone this way, it probably would have been very strong.
Getting some back. Oh, they are starting to come through it.
Yeah, but
I've
I
never
think
seen a push from this angle.
It's very good when the choke here is being held, but it didn't quite work out because not everyone committed. Maybe the communication wasn't there.
That
But
could be a big hole.
There's Infection, he's down. Pulse Bomb gets Atheist though. And Tired gets Calamity.
You're down both your DPS. Tanks do a lot of damage, but what are you going to do? You already invested the sound barrier on the side of the Harmony.
Yeah, that was not a good sound barrier once you've lost a third of your team. EPL's gonna keep pushing, gonna try and get Caesar Salad. He's actually starting to tap the point all on his own.
Fun fact, there's an Orisa on point.
Mind Bills is gonna try and get
That was a
before Flag comes in.
very smart fortify to prevent the poop right there.
Here comes the tire, and Mind Bills is gone. And this push shouldn't have worked, but it sure did in the end. Although reinforcements are coming in for Pingsocks.
Yeah, don't be too quick about it. Like, Orisa on point needs to get taken down. But you still got a Hog, you still got a more healing.
Oh, no you don't. Dragon's gone, and this actually worked out for EPL, and this is a really good shield placement.
Although, one thing to be said, the Pingsocks got so much ult percentage, or so much point percentage down.
Yeah, they got
because it
point
was
percentage and ults.
It
You're not wrong. You look at this almost 5 ults.
It was a very, very long push, which it's good you took the point, but that's still going to be really hard to fight the next one.
Junkrat's Band is going to come in. Both tires are charging up. Calamity's actually in a fight with another Tracer. And Pulse Bomb could
Bomb is gonna be big.
stop to this. Doesn't stick to anyone though, kind of just throws it over everyone.
When you want to be Kobe, but you're really little Timmy.
He uses the blink super well to not get booped. But a pause is going to come through. Alright,
well,
so, despite the pause, and it does look like Optus Me disconnected, which is super unfortunate. Not only because you're going to have to fill someone in or get him to reconnect, but that ult's gone.
You're right.
That's going to be pretty bad for the Pingsocks.
Yeah, let's okay, on scrims, in like league play, this wouldn't happen because you're all in the same spot.
Yeah, in a LAN tournament anyway. But this is bad news.
Yeah. Unfortunate. I hate having to consider that. Kaplan why?
Yeah.
Disconnect penalties are super strong.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just bad all around. Your positioning gets worse, your ultimate's gone.
Nah, I guess like I'm more talking about like the game in general. Like not just like if you've gone in comp and you've ever seen DC
That's
penalties.
50 SR, right?
It's 50 SR, and even if you rejoin, you still lose the SR.
That's bad.
I've always thought there should be like about a 30-second, 20-second timer.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
According to Piku, we are not going to get Obvious Me back, which is unfortunate because they were playing so well. Yeah,
that is very unfortunate. So we're going to have to get a new player in.
Looks like we're gonna look for a sub. But despite Opposites Me going down, the ult advantage is very high.
Yeah, it's still pretty high.
For the Pingsocks.
Care to phone a friend?
We've got 5 ults on the side of the Pingsocks. Florida Harmony only has 2, getting relatively close to barriers. It's definitely a favorable push, even as a 5v6, if they were to take this fight. Pyeongchang does come in for Opposites Me. It does look like we're gonna.
Although this was the
see
question,
soon.
because Opposites Me was a tank, and I've only seen Pyeongchang play DPS today.
That's true.
So.
And he's gonna have to take up the Orisa role, which is a very particular kind of tank.
He's also going to have to come all the way back from spawn.
The positioning. Oh, and a pick onto Caesar Salad. This fight was going to be in favor, but due to the DC, Pingsocks is no longer going to be ahead. Now that they're regrouped, though. Pac-Man God has actually switched to May. Maybe just to get more time, but look at this sneaky Roadhog.
Oh, this could be terrifying.
Pulse
That's
Bomb
a
gets
big
2,
pulse
though,
bomb.
and just a whole hog to finish things off. Fortify is not always the best decision, as it means that you are just going to get destroyed by whole hog. May
No, I
is
mean
not gonna be able to hold.
when you're stuck between a hog and a cliff face, you go with the cliff,
Yeah.
or you go with the hog.
There's no good options there. That was a confirmed
And who
death.
cares about a DC when you got that strong of a point take? You've still got both your support ults on the side of the Pingsocks too.
Even though Florida Harmony did get it to 81%, they're going to have to take the point and then win a fight.
If they can get on point, they've only got
Oof.
4%.
But 2 down, and a tire coming out. Doesn't get anyone, though, but EPL is going to try and get some good positioning.
We're going to
throws
see
out a drum.
bongos.
And back.
Oh, that's a huge pulse bomb.
That pulse bomb's huge because that means that Lucio's ult is entirely gone. And while it's at 99%, Pingsocks will have to win the fight to win the point.
Ult economy's not looking so good. We're gonna have Riptire, and we're gonna have Pulse Bomb, and we're gonna have Coalescence, but
That's it.
Sound Barrier, nowhere near.
Although, look at the Harmony. They used all their ults to get the point, but
Oh,
the ult is
no.
going to be huge! Coalesce is going to go through the barrier. But in both tanks down by environmentals, this is not a fight that's looking in favor of the
And I think it's only the supports on the point right now.
Yep, they're surrounded as well. By
Or
two
is down.
control characters. It's
Dance,
just
Lucio, dance!
Oof, almost gets a boop.
Wipe out, and
A
that's gonna
super
go.
unfortunate DC is going to lead into a loss for the Pingsocks,
Yeah.
as Florida Harmony does take the win and
'Cause-
the match.
It was gonna, because the Pingsocks had the advantage at that point.
Yeah, it is super unfortunate, but that's how internet games can be. Thope did get play of the game, though, with a solid pulse bomb that we saw just a little bit ago. Actually, not a great placement, but it still got
No,
Zenyatta.
that was a psychic pulse bomb.
Yeah, he knew exactly what needed to happen.
I wonder if that coordination was because Hog was coming in, so they had to move out of the way.
It's
That
very
was really
possible.
smart. Balance cards?
Yeah, I mean, this was a balanced fight. It was really close.
Yeah.
I think both teams played incredibly well. I think it really just came down to the fact that they had a DC. Because I think it would have absolutely gone to a third round.
Oh, no doubt.
Which, at like 99-99, even after that, I mean, not 99-99, but very close. I think it was 89-99.
Yeah, it was very close.
Yeah,
So
it was unfortunate. I would have loved to see a round
of
3.
all the people to have to suffer
Yeah.
from high ping, of course, it'd be the Pingsocks.
Yep. It was pouring out.
Pour one out.
And that is
Although
good.
it was a scrim.
Yeah, it was a scrim. This has
So,
no bearing on
yeah.
seeding. It's just unfortunate, because you want the pride.
It's a
of
pride,
winning.
you're right.
And I actually believe the Pingsocks were hyping this game up, as they know one of the players on the Florida Harmony.
Really?
They were excited to play, so it's unfortunate that it had to go out like that. But,
Oh, they made a name for themselves, no doubt.
yeah. I think
I
that-
hadn't seen the Pingsocks play before today.
Yeah, they played very well.
They did.
They-
Like, it started off slow,
Yeah.
but they improvised, they improved, they adapted, they overcame.
Yeah, they did really well. It was really impressive to watch
Yeah.
them come back after and almost get a reverse sweep.
Yeah, I want to say that's like, there's a sort of download thing, either from the coaching side or from just the general player sense side. You get what the team's going to
Yeah.
throw out and you adapt to it, and that is super important when you go into these long sets.
Yeah, the adaptation was very good. Florida Harmony did eke out the win just barely, though, as they played very solidly as well. Thank you, everyone, for coming to watch this scrim.
Yeah, thanks.
And I might see you tomorrow. We'll see. And we don't know when we'll see Astrolibrium again, but it was very good to have you guys.
I'll be jumping on whenever I'm able to, if you'll have me. It's real fun to do this. Definitely want to get that experience for casting Overwatch, because it is a fun game to watch and a fun game to talk about.
Absolutely. And we will see you later.